Here is how to very quickly and easily level up the Battle Pass before Season 4 ends in the next few days, completely effort-free while you're AFK to get as many Battle Pass tokens as you can to complete your Battle Pass before the season ends. I'm going to talk about two easy methods in today's video, two easy glitches that can help you get AFK Battle Pass tokens, so if you guys go on to find it useful, be sure to leave a like, and feel free to check out my other MW3 and Warzone videos. So if you need to get some last minute easy tokens, you're going to want to stay tuned. Before we carry on with the video, if you're looking to permanently unlock the new MW3 Mastery camos, or play in bot lobbies to max out your guns and unlock camos quickly, or get your hands on an instant delivery pre-made account, then be sure to check out MitchCactus.com. These guys are the biggest and most reliable sellers with tons of offerings for MW3 with completely safe and legitimate services on all platforms. So far they've almost 10,000 reviews on Trustpilot, so if any of that sounds good to you guys, then make sure to use code RAGER for 5% off for a limited time only. Check out the link in the description. Alright, so there's two main methods we'll talk about today. The first one involves zombies and the second one involves Warzone. So let's start out with zombies first. In zombies, what you're going to want to do is get your character, don't put on an operator with loads of gear that you'll want to lose because you will likely die at the end of the game. So don't put on any weapons or any gear that you want to lose, just go on with the basic character, take off all the stuff that you don't want to lose. You don't need anything in particular, head straight into a match and spawn in. Once you're in the game, what you want to do is you want to head to a high up area on the map, such as cranes, such as radio towers, or any sort of really tall buildings where there's no easy stair access or anything like that. Basically what you want to do is go to that tall building and get to the top of it. As you'll see, I used a crane that I spawned next to, so just use that, but whatever you've got around you, there'll be loads of places nearby you can hide. Just get on top of that, hide somewhere safe. Depending on the height of the building, sometimes zombies can throw stuff at you, although it's very unlikely they're going to throw it from that extreme height like on a crane. But just make sure you're sheltered, make sure you check your console settings so that your console doesn't automatically power off after a short amount of time, and the same with like your TV or anything like that, or controller. As long as that's all good, leave your character in the match. Your character will just sit there, and then at the end of the match you'll accrue all of that time, and it'll earn you quite a few Battle Pass tokens. Now in my game I earned almost 4 Battle Pass tokens. I did have a double Battle Pass XP token for half of the game, but not the whole game, and I still got a fair few, so easily in a few hours you'll get tons of tokens. Towards the end, two things will happen. Now you can either leave your character just to sit there in the whole game, and they'll last as long as they can in the game. You won't get kicked from it, however there is an ether storm that obviously starts at the end of the game, so once this ether storm comes in, it will obviously kill your character unless you exfil. The alternative is that near the end of the game you come back and you take your character out. Exfil, obviously it doesn't really matter either way. If you don't bring anything into the game, then you're not going to lose anything, so you can either let your character sit in the zombies game and then go off, and they'll last for about an hour or so, or near the very end of the game when the ether storm's coming in, you can exfil yourself if you've got stuff you want to save, or you want to save your containment level or something like that. So it's kind of completely up to you what you do, but unfortunately after that you won't automatically be put back into another match. You'll only be for about an hour at the most, and then you'd have to do it again. So it's useful if you're kind of like around the house doing chores, doing something where you don't always have to be there and play, but you just are around to check it every half an hour, an hour. Alternatively, like I say, you can just put it on and go out, but then obviously your character will die. So that's it for zombies. What about for Warzone? In Warzone it's a little bit more difficult. Unfortunately it used to be more easy. You basically want to again make sure your console settings are set so that your controller isn't going to turn off, your console's not going to turn off after a certain while of inactivity. Unfortunately you get kicked very quickly in Warzone if you're not actually moving, so the way around that is just to kind of do something like put a band, like an elastic band or a hairband around your controller, or you can turn your controller upside down so that the gravity is pushing on the controller and then the sticks are automatically being pushed. That's quite an easy way to do it. That's what I tend to do, and that will allow you to play in the game and you won't get kicked because the game thinks you're moving. If you're doing that, it's probably best to have squad fill on so that your teammates are there and therefore they're getting XP for you, by getting kills and things like that in the game. It doesn't really matter what match you can go for, kind of plunder, or you can go for any of the resurgence maps. It doesn't really matter. One of those would be great, but just make sure you're doing something where you pop yourself in, make sure your controller sticks are levered so that it seems like you're moving, and then you'll stay in the game. At the end of the game, not always, but what should happen is that you then automatically get put in another match, and it should just continue for a while until your console turns off. So if you do either of those, you're going to get lots of AFK Battle Pass tokens. Obviously it's worth putting on double Battle Pass XP tokens as well if you've got any of those. There's some tier skips as well from the challenges at the moment in the game, so there are various ways to speed up your Battle Pass token grind as well. If you want to know the best way to actually level up your Battle Pass while you're in the game and playing, then do check out my recent Battle Pass video. I'll leave a link in the description and a card on screen. But thank you for watching, hope you guys found it helpful, and I'll see you all on the next one.